Hello and welcome to Arnie's Short Stories. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Midnight Train. Chapter 1. Shadows on the Platform. The clock at Central Station hovered just shy of midnight, his hands slicing through the stillness as Holly Arnold stepped onto the platform. A 16-year-old prodigy with a mind sharper than the winter wind whipping through the station, she carried a small suitcase and a curiosity that never slept. Fall smoke hung thick in the air, mingling with the murmur of passengers, some hurrying, others lingering, all swallowed by the cavernous echo of the terminal. Holly's green eyes darted about, cataloguing faces, movements, details. She wasn't here to solve a case, not officially. This trip was to visit her Aunt Martha in Greenfield, a quaint town famed for its apple orchards. Yet Holly knew trouble had a way of finding her, like a moth drawn to the flicker of a lantern. The midnight train loomed ahead, a hulking beast of iron and steam, its deep green cars adorned with gold trim that gleamed faintly under the gaslights. She boarded with a thrill tingling up her spine, her boots clicking on the metal steps. Inside, the passenger car welcomed her with plush seats, polished wood paneling, and the faint scent of upholstery cleaner. Holly settled by a window in car number 3, sewing her suitcase overhead. The whistle shrieked a piercing cry that split the night, and the train lurched forward, pulling away from the station with a groan of machinery. She scanned her fellow travelers. A family wrestled with 2 restless children, their voices a soft hum of protest. An elderly couple sat close, fingers intertwined, whispering secrets only decades could forge. A trio of businessmen in crisp suits huddled together, their conversation a low buzz about stocks or deals. Then there were the lone figures, a young woman engrossed in a novel, a man in a trench coat feigning sleep, and, most intriguing, a middle-aged man with a neatly trimmed beard and a tailored suit. He sat alone, his brow furrowed, eyes fixed on the darkened window as if it held answers to questions he dared not voice. Holly dubbed him the worried man in her mind. Something about his tension piqued her interest, but she filed it away, a note in the ledger of her observations. The train gathered speed, wheels clacking rhythmically against the tracks. Outside, the city lights faded, replaced by the vast, inky expanse of the countryside. Holly decided to stretch her legs, wandering through the swaying cars. The dining car tempted her with the aroma of coffee and warm pastries. The lounge car offered a glimpse of card games and quiet conversations. She returned to her seat, noting that the worried man's compartment 2 rows ahead was now empty, his hat and coat left behind like silent sentinels. On to the restroom, perhaps. She shrugged it off, but a whisper of unease stirred within her. Little did she know that whisper would soon roar into a mystery demanding her attention. Chapter 2 vanished in a blink. An hour later, hunger nudged Holly toward the dining car. The train rocked gently, a cradle on rails, as she steadied herself against the walls. The dining car glowed softly, half filled with passengers savoring late-night indulgences. She claimed a small table by the window, ordering hot chocolate and apple pie, a treat to match the journey's charm. As she waited, her gaze swept the room, landing once more on the worried man. There he was, seated alone at a corner table, a cup of coffee cradled in his hands. His pallor was striking, his eyes darting like a hunted animal's. Holly wondered what haunted him. A business deal gone sour? A secret too heavy to bear? Before she could ponder further, the train plunged into a tunnel. The lights flickered a brief, stuttering dance, and darkness engulfed the car. A collective gasp rose, then fell. 3 seconds passed. The lights returned, steady and bright. Holly blinked, adjusting to the glare. She glanced at the worried man's table and froze. He was gone. His coffee sat untouched, steam curling upward in lazy spirals. His napkin lay crumpled beside it, but the chair was empty, pushed back as if abandoned in haste. She scanned the room. 2 exits flanked the car, both visible from her seat. No one had passed through during the blackout. Where had he gone? Curiosity ignited, Holly rose and approached his table. No trace of him beneath it, no footsteps fading down the aisle. She flagged a waiter, a lanky young man with a mop of blonde hair and a nervous smile. Did you see where the gentleman sitting here went? He shook his head. No, miss. I was serving over there when the lights went out. When they came back, he wasn't there. People don't vanish from moving trains. Not without a reason or a trick. She sought the conductor, a stout figure with a mustache that bristled like a hedgehog's spines, stationed in the next car. Sir, she began, voice steady, something odd's happened. A passenger disappeared from the dining car. His eyebrow arched, skepticism etched into his withered face. Explained, she recounted the scene, the flickering lights, the empty chair. His skepticism faded into concern. That's troubling. Let's investigate. Back in the dining car. No one had seen the man leave. He rallied the staff, a handful of waiters and porters, and launched a search, their footsteps thumping through the cars. 20 minutes later he returned, scratching his head. Oh, we've combed every inch, compartments, restrooms, even the luggage car. Nothing. It's like he melted into the shadows. A puzzle had landed in her lap, and she intended to solve it. Chapter 3. The detective steps in. Perhaps I can assist, Holly said. I'm a detective. I've handled mysteries before. He squinted at her. A detective? You're barely old enough to travel alone. Age is just a number, she replied. Skill is what counts. She pulled a notebook and pen from her pocket, flipping it open with a practiced flick. Who's the missing man? The conductor consulted his passenger list. Edward Thompson, boarded at Central Station. A private compartment in car 2. Let's check it. They navigated to car 2, where Mr. Thompson's compartment awaited a neat and disturbed, yet eerily vacant. His suitcase rested on the rack, the bed untouched. Holly knelt, peering under the table. A newspaper lay there, its headline screaming, Megacorp under fire, financial secrets exposed. Beside it, a business card gleamed. Edward Thompson, investigative journalist. A journalist, Holly murmured, tapping her pen against her chin. Maybe he dug too deep into something. Or someone, no briefcase, though. Might have taken it with him, Holly nodded. They can question the dining car passengers, fine, he relented, but don't stir up a panic in the dining car. Most diners shrugged, offering little beyond shrugs and blank stares. But an elderly woman with silver hair and sharp eyes leaned forward. I saw him chatting with a man in a dark coat just before the lights went out. Holly pressed. Tall, scar on his cheek, had a mean look about him. Holly scribbled furiously. Suspect. She thanked the woman and turned to the staff. The blond waiter fidgeted as he spoke. He was jumpy, kept glancing around, ordered coffee but didn't drink it. The chef, a burly man with flour-dusted hands, added, saw him head to the restroom right before the flicker. Holly dashed to the restroom at the car's end, a cramped box with a sink, a toilet. No way out but the door. Yet the chef swore he hadn't seen Mr. Thompson return. The mystery thickened, coiling around her like the steam outside. Chapter 4. Dreads of Suspicion. Holly retreated to her seat, notebook in hand, mind whirring. Fact, the train hadn't stopped. Fact, Mr. Thompson couldn't have leapt off. Conclusion, he was still aboard, hiding, hurt, or worse. But why vanish? Fear? A threat? She considered darker possibilities. Kidnapped during the blackout. Unlikely, no signs of a struggle. A body stashed somewhere? Possible, but the staff's search had turned up nothing. No, he'd left that table willingly. Cleverly. Back in the dining car she scoured the scene again. No scuffs, no spills, just that crumpled napkin and cooling coffee. Then a glint caught her eye. Beneath the table, a torn scrap of paper peeked out. She snatched it up, a fragment of a photograph showing a building's corner, its details lost to the rip. A clue. She pocketed it. Next, the staff areas. The kitchen yielded nothing but pots and the scent of baking bread. A staff-only door beckoned, locked tight. What's in there? Supply closet, linens, the cleaning stuff. May I see? No key on me. Conductor or head waiter has it. As she exited, a waiter, Tom, his name tag read, brushed past with a tray. Sweat beaded on his forehead, his hands trembled. His uniform hung loose, too big for his frame. You okay? He flinched, nearly dropping the tray. fine, tired, that's all. The waiter who'd served her earlier was blonde, young. This one was older, dark-haired. The two waiters tonight, why, yeah. The other's on break. Suspicion flared. She watched him shuffle off, a shadow of doubt trailing in his wake. Chapter 5, Unmasking the Disguise. Holly sat piecing it together. Her notebook bulged with notes. Last seen, dining car. Lights out, he's gone. No witnesses. Restroom visit, no exit. Locked supply closet. Nervous waiter, Tom. Torn photo. Skyed man. The skyed man loomed large. A pursuer. A threat. Mr. Thompson fled. She needed to find him. Strolling through the cars, she spotted him in car 4 tall, scarred cheek, magazine in hand. His eyes flicked up, cold and piercing. Holly kept walking, heart pounding, noting his seat 4B. Back in her compartment, she strategized. Confronting him risked tipping her hand. The passenger list was off limits. Then inspiration struck. Mr. Thompson's briefcase. If he carried secrets, it might hold answers. In his compartment, she searched again. Under the bed, a leather case gleamed, its lock simple. A hairpin did the trick, click, and it sprang open. Inside, folders bristled with megacorp documents, embezzlement, bribes, a scandal worth killing to bury. Mr. Thompson had a target on his back. She replaced the case, stepping out as Tom passed by. He avoided her gaze, hurrying to the staff restroom. Minutes later, he emerged in a conductor's uniform. Holly blinked. A waiter turned conductor? Unless he wasn't staff at all. Sir, she called. Bull now, a word. He turned. Up close, his face shifted, a mustache gone, revealing familiar features. Mr. Thompson, I presume. How? Deduction, she said. The waiter's odd behavior, the extra uniform, it clicked. You're hiding, he sagged. I'm Edward Thompson. I had to vanish. There's a man on this train, a scarred thug from Megacorp. I uncovered their corruption, and they want me silenced. I saw him bored, grabbed a uniform from the closet, and blended in. Glover. But we're not safe yet. Chapter 6. Holly asked. No name, but he's Megacorp's enforcer. The dangerous. We'll catch him. They describe him, tall scar on his left cheek, dark coat. I'll announce finding your briefcase. You see who bites, dangerous. With backup, that's manageable, she enlisted the conductor and Mr. Thompson. In a dining car near the scarred man, she declared, found Mr. Thompson's briefcase, important papers, taking it to the conductor. The man's head snapped up. He followed as she led him to the lounge. There, the conductor and Mr. Thompson waited. Holly faced him. They're looking for something. Mind your business, kid, he growled. The conductor intervened. Sir, we suspect you're up to no good. I know you, Megacorp thug, cornered the man Victor Slade. You've got nothing. Police at the next stop will disagree. Chapter 7. The train rolled into Greenfield, police waiting. Victor Slade was cuffed, snarling as he went. Mr. Thompson shook Holly's hand. You're a lifesaver. My story owes you. Justice is reward enough. The conductor tipped his hat. Fine work, Miss Arnold. Holly stepped off. Over tea, she spun the tale, her aunt marveling at her niece's brilliance. Another mystery solved. Holly savored the victory, ready for whatever the rails brought next. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.